Senior CEO Foundation. Our Parajayo.
It's Becca Jr., the marvelous producer.
I play creative Manneh. The brother we will Ophelia Esto. Can one I shall was done another reggae secretary. PMC. We don't see Manneh.
Oh, we did it. Another reggae. way, I'm one. I say one yo, I'm one. I the price I go, I'm one. I need ya ponya, I'm one. I the ponya way, I'm one. Someone money, I'm one. Yeah, yeah, yo, I'm one. Come on, I'm one. That's in my bunny way, I'm one. Mommy bunny way, I'm one. My way, one in a day. I say one yo, one. Now they, I have one there, money. One way, we get it down, money. One way, we get it down.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, your premier platform, Sound Accounted Voice of Sinoe is coming your way. Share the link for us. We'll be on screen shortly. Yeah, we have the leadership of the USAA this afternoon. You know, they're making a final page for the National Convention of the USAA coming up. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora, Sinoe County premier platform is coming your way this afternoon. Please share the link with your friends, your family members. You know, we're having we are special guests on the show, the national president of the USAA and the vice president, Madam, or if you like, Minister Olivia Sua. Those are the people on the first segment of the show. And the second segment of the show, of course, we're going to be diving into Liberian politics. You know, Patrick is so-so. I don't know where Patrick belongs, but when we get back on the show, I will make sure that Patrick makes it incandescently clear to us. Where does he belong? Is he a sedition? Is he UPA's? We'll know the main party. We'll be right back. Yeah, USAA, August from the 13th to the 16th. Minnesota is the place to be because it's the National Convention of the United Sarpo Association in Americas. If you are not seeing the great dark side, put the esoteric, I will be there. Come there so we can, you know, have a handshake.
Fesha won't say on your jayo, Fesha won't say Adisaju. Able all the four, yay. They bad will be up for yo. They bless us in Sheba. They come up yo.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, this is the Sinoe County Premier Platform Voice of Sinoe coming your way this afternoon. Please do us a favor, subscribe to our YouTube page. Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora is the name. You know, we have at least 400 and some more subscribers right now. The platform is growing. We ask you that you go and subscribe to the platform. Just Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora. We want to hit 500 viewers. That's our target before this month ends. So do that for us. I mean, quickly, we're coming on the screen. Share the link for us.
Hold on there and listen. The biggest online platform is back and we are ready. It's the Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora, your one-stop for information, debate, and discovery. Join us every Thursday at 12 o'clock p.m. EST, 4 o'clock p.m. GMT, and 12 midnight in the Philippines, where power, progress, and the people take center stage. The program is with your host, Diaspora Esoteric, the mouthpiece of the God, and your bread and co-host, Shadow Snare. They are bringing the heat, the truth, and the talk every single week with spotlight, polls, education, politics, and so much more. Listen and listen very well. The program features deep dives and critical analysis from Patrick Bolu and Pickens Jadia. Don't miss out. Catch us live on Facebook and YouTube. Just search Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora. The program is every Thursday.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora with your host and Dark Sarpo the Esoteric, the General. You see right now, I'm wearing the regalia of the Congress of Democratic Change, and you know what that means. The second segment, of course, we want to go into politics, but the first segment, we are having the leadership of the USAA to have a little chat with them. And then Patrick, myself, and hopefully Perkins will join us. Shelley is not on today, but that's a breaking news next show for Shelley. And that's why she's not on today. But in the meantime, let me bring my man Patrick on here so we can start the show. Hey, Pete. Let's do your audio check.
Oh, okay. Wow. My God. Are my eyes deceiving me, or is it? I'm seeing something here. What am I seeing here? What am I looking at here? Is this real?
What's a deception, man? What are you looking at, Patrick? What are you saying?
Is this real? That I see the man all of the time. The man I consider a maverick thinker. I mean, with a political party regalia. Oh my goodness. I'm shocked. No,
Yeah.
I'm
eh,
shocked.
So
My
Patrick,
goodness.
Patrick, do you know what esoteric means?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, esoteric simply means we can put it
Eh,
as understood, you know, understood by a field or a chosen field, or maybe we could say unpredictably, you know, unpredictably understandable, you know. Yeah,
So, so,
so many
so
adjectives could describe esotericism, you know, but
yeah, Patrick, you got that right. That's why when you say, I'm seeing the men wearing party regalia because I'm esoteric. Only a few people can understand me. That's the reason why I'm wearing the regalia, and we'll get into it in the second half. But in the meantime, let's start the show. I'm looking backstage, waiting for the president to get situated. The vice president is good to go. So in the meantime, Patrick, you know how we do it here. We do a little bit of commercial here before we get the show going. To our viewers, we want to say thank you so much. I like the turnout so far. Share the link for us. All right, now, so Patrick, let's do quick birthday shout out. I'm looking backstage. When the president is backstage, I will not hesitate to bring you on here. But while we are doing that, let's start with our co-host Shirley. Shirley Sneh, celebrated her birthday. I think it was yesterday or day before yesterday. Yeah, celebrate. Patrick, I want you to do a shout out first to Shirley, and I will come after you.
yeah, so Shelley, I mean, our female general, our lioness, our humanitarian, and CEO of Safari Testify, um, another organization, the CNA training program, she runs, and an author of Mother Without Proof. I want to say belated happy birthday to you, man dear. You know, your heart is such, you know, is such of humanity. Yeah, you know, you stand for God, you stand for mankind, and you stand for family, and you stand for friends. I want to say happy birthday belated to you. May God keep blessing you, making your desires come true. And may He also keep blessing your family, your parents, your mom, your dad, you know, for giving birth to such a beautiful child. You know, a child who cares about everybody around her. Yeah, I want to say, Mama, I hope your vacation is going well. If you have returned, I want to say welcome back. If you still there in Egypt, in the land of the Pharaohs, I want to say enjoy, I mean, the view of the night. Enjoy, I mean, the pyramids, you know, I mean, the thing, it's not, you know, the sightseeing of the pyramids. Enjoy everything. But please don't forget to visit the Red Sea, around the sea that Moses opened, you know, where the Israelis passed from captivity to the promised land. Please go see that area there, saw pictures of the Red Sea, you know, let's see how the place looks like,
Patrick,
you
let's keep it
know. And
short
then
so
what I want to say,
we can get into our show. Yeah.
yeah, so I want to say, Beta, happy birthday to you, and happy anniversary also to you as well.
All right, Shirley, on behalf of the platform, we want to say happy belated happy birthday, whatever the order is. But again, you are a wonderful person. We really appreciate your presence on the team. Yes, you are a wonderful team player. And we are so happy to have you on our team. We want to say happy birthday to you again. And we wish you many more happy returns. Patrick, I have also the incoming senator of Sinoe County, Honorable Ojukwu Nyimpan, wife, is celebrating her birthday today. So let's do a shout out to Madam Nyimpan.
Yeah, so since Deconti, we always call you unique unique deco, unique deck, But want to say happy birthday to you today. I just saw the alert on my phone of your birthday. I was about to do a post before it be coming on. But thank God now we are here and we are happy to share a shout out to you, celebrate you today and wish you all the best. We hope your birthday can bring blessings, more blessings to you and your family, and even your darling husband, as he ventures into politics or, taking up to 2029. So we pray for the best as your birthday comes today. Happy, happy birthday to you, to continue, and all the best, from us here at USD.
Yeah, I think it will be us because the county has 2 senators. So I don't know that I wanted you to work first lady, but yeah, but our incoming senator's wife, Madam Dekanti Yepa, we want to say happy birthday to you. All the best. Yeah, we can't wait to retire Chie because Chie is a disaster for our county. All right, so we want to say happy birthday and wish you all the best. I have this young lady is Cynthia Bodway. That's my own sis. She also celebrating her birthday today. Pato, let me just do a quick shout out so we can get the president waiting backstage too much before we are held in contempt. Yeah, how do people do it now? Before we beat the proper key and the campo or beyond bars, we don't want to do that. So, but Cynthia, I want to say happy birthday to you, and you wish you all the best. Also, this is a disciple of Senator Chie, Lester Wule. Lester Wule is also celebrating his birthday today, and Lester, want to say happy birthday to you and wish you all the best. Unfortunately, we can't wait to retire you and your boss in 2029. All right, so Patrick, with that I think that those are the shout out I have. People, if you're out there celebrating your birthday and you're a follower of the show, happy birthday to you. Wish you all the best. All right, Patrick, let bring the leaders here on the platform for the discussion. I think they want to make some announcement. I call that final page of USAA. So I don't want to bring the president before the vice president. I want the president to turn her camera on. So VP, if you are out, I want you to turn your camera on so we can bring you on. Let's see what I can send a link to activate your camera. It's off right now. So yeah, it's not a good look to bring the president before the vice president. When she comes back as the president, then we can bring her last. Yeah, so yeah, but Patrick, in the meantime, while I let the VP know, what's going on in the city?
Well, in the city, so not much, but again, as usual, the issue of drug, has dominated almost every headline in the country, especially surpassing it this morning with the request for recusal, by the DA boss, on Robiago. So it's just so sad for the country, in terms of the whole drug pandemic. While at the same time, I think people are moving about a normal business. In Sinoe, for example, there's progress in local development. We saw also the president, breaking ground and dedicating projects also in the country. Roads have been done and maintained, and everything seems to be working well with the government, but at the same time, economically things seem to be very, very appalling.
Yeah, you see economically what happening, Patrick?
Economically, the country seems downtown. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you
it
say
seems
everything is.
downtown, and I
You say
think
everything seems to be working well, but then at the same time, you say economically. So it's a contradiction. But we will go into that later. Yeah, but without further ado, I like to, with the power vested in me, I like to bring on the national vice president of the USAA. That's Minister Olivia Sua. Hey, Minister.
Yes.
Hey, VP, how are you?
Good.
It's that my side, but anyway,
Hello, Patrick. How are you? You can hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you, mommy. Thank you for coming on. We are happy to have you here today. Yeah, I hope the weekend is good, man.
Same here.
All right, so Patrick, we have to bring the
Thank you,
president
mommy.
now. We can't bring the president on just like that. So we need a little escort now. What did I do? Hey, Mr. President, let me bring that border point down. We don't want to cover the president. That doesn't look good. All right, Mr. President, how are you, sir?
Oh, I'm fine, Alexei. How you doing?
I'm okay. Is there a way you can elevate your monitor a little bit so we can see you from the chest area? Yeah.
Okay.
All right, yeah, it looks good. Looks good.
Okay.
All right, Patrick, let's see what I can bring you down and put the president up there and see. Let Patrick back there. I'll bring the minister down. And then I'll back and see. Okay, good. All right, Mr. President and Madam Vice President, how are you guys?
We are good.
All right. I mean, we are like 19 minutes into the show, so we just to have some opening thoughts. Let's start from the VP. Opening comments. I know before then, Voice of Sinoe, we were talking to the administration. We came here one time. We said the administration is grappling with media phobia, but you guys, it looks like you are not media phobic anymore. You are not glassophobic anymore. So, so let's get some opening talks.
Well, this is your own VP. And before you can bring anything to the public, you have to organize yourself. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, you are good. Go ahead.
Okay. You have to organize yourself. And taking over from the previous administration, we were trying to organize ourselves before we can come on to the public. And that was the little delay. But, we love media because media today exposes everything. Media teaches. Media mostly does everything good and bad. So we cannot exempt ourselves from the media. So we're not exempting ourselves. And today we are back to encourage our people. That is the Sarpo people, even the Crew people, even the Congo people. It is not about tribality or which tribe you come from, but we are here to gather everybody's support for our program to be unique, in a special way, because we are here for everybody. We are not here just for Sarpo people. So we are here to encourage the public to join us from August 13 all the way, I would say, to the 17th, because some of us are still going to be in Minnesota. Join us and come let us make this convention unique. And the president predicted raising about 80,000. And that is my prediction as well, because we have things to do. And we know the God that we serve, he's not going to let us down. We're going to reach to that fulfillment. So for now, I want to pause and allow my Homo president to speak to us. Thank you so much for having us today again.
All right, Madam VP, thank you so much for availing yourself to us again. All right, so Honorable President, the floor is yours. Greet your people. But one thing I want you to do, Mr. President, I'm going by the name of the organization, United Sarpo Association in Americas. And what I noticed, we tend to speak English a lot. So I want you to at least greet your people in the original language before you can switch in the foreign language.
Okay, thank you, Di. Thank you so much. First of all, I'll get back to our Sarpo daughter, but I want to take this time and say happy belated birthday to Sherry, my daughter, and my board member, she's the secretary of the board. So I'm so happy that she celebrated her birthday yesterday. Today, my being here is about the Sarpo community. Even though he said I should start with the Sarpo dialect, I will. Sometimes, honestly, when I say, then I think on a lot of things when it comes to the Sarpo community. This community is one of the powerful communities in Liberia. But in Liberia, people not really recognize the Sarpo community. People consider it a big crime. So when I sit down in my living room, I think, what can we do as a people of a community? As a people of the Sarpo land, what can we do to be well recognized in Liberia? But the key point to all of these things is togetherness, unity, which be my vision that I will speak on till the last day of my leadership, that Sarpo people come together. But let me leave it there and switch around to our dialect. Siamo Siade, Julanda, of course, we are mentors or Siam. Young poetry are doing the yen so tropoy or nya clever brain, Ayatia can acunjere. Oh, yeah, Nane cow. Or Siana, then when the Mama 5 press a bonaya or Malice, I'm sure you ever know apply that new bulu. Apply ya tropo. Upon a yard in a conventional do or quantity do a rotting. But upon a yard tirine, a clever, a money and blade, the Minnesota, which did the actual. Then we have known every so, any so, of course, you have meeting. Sometimes I say, get it until a year. Some people are new name convention were tine. But convention, I ever know tea meeting here. So, until the Sarpo cleverly. Once no Sarpo junior and blanco, until then, upon a clever, I money and blade. The convention, we know about you want to money. No more new Apollo, take I don't have blue yamu. It's not about whether money, it's about the Sarpo community. Kaya nuna and bro and yapoye, Kaya nun, ne ya de Sarpo you in it, I own the new ye do can one you ne Liberia. Did I no more quite polo? So at your own gira terrasia, near clever today. Kaya nuna and bro and yap. Matu say, Chelsea blame one, no diabo. A clever blame plan. Da yapa Peter Bupone Pelocon, ne Peter Burawi, a sister of Suao, Saine or Francis Clamayo, about or John Devlo. So they say back up on Yapuanu and they'll say claning now. Then Umpoa Clara so well out Waulu, ever pay were. And I clear better before I Bulapoi, there Nini and Wulio. Ne se wuli aso a nini adie from kala ya no ya bulapo so at a conventional ampo nyukaba ideji ampo aklebe adeji akleba yere te yin aye end from lo de pon kala ya no ya bulapo so at o ajira Malaysia show is ya ne ya aklebe encourage but tu nyuswa se gbera yin dare ye conventional mo ko mu o ne able adentere. And in young well, confession, Queen room, $1 sitting feeble. Name about no way, and sitting feet are double. Matunu, you know, bow, upload giddy. Name about the engineer, double $50. Manuno buy Mosile June, and then can we about $75. Name about the boy, a body. Or upon Peter Bulai, in ye way. Upon Peter Bulai, in ye way, no soon, ready. Or at a point, IoT different than me because I do want to do right. It's been a long time. So, as I said, I want to speak to our people. This is not just about the Sarpo community. It's all about Liberia. Because if we not make it better, we not put our idea together, we don't put our resources together, who will build Liberia? Nobody will come from Ghana to say, I'm going to Liberia to build a country. We, the citizens of Liberia, have to think Liberia. and build our country. It's the same when it comes to community setting. The Sarpo people that I wouldn't to money lost so dearly that I want our people to work together. Because everything that we want to do, once we are together, we will succeed. We will succeed. And in my mind, leadership is not about one person. And in the Liberia common setting, we say one tree cannot make a forest. You understand? It has to be collective. When we all are working together, it will be fine. So today, we are discussing convention. Today, we discussed the convention from the start of this year. Now, we in August, today 8. And the convention will start from the 13th to the 16th. I'm asking everybody, all members of the Sarpo community, if you are not active member of USAA, come on board. Let's meet as a family to discuss our community. Let's discuss, let's put our idea together. Even if we don't money is failing, let's go to God. We say, oh no, my brother, don't do it this way. This is the way to go. That's what community is about. We are family. So I want to appeal to everybody, every Sarpo man in this country, every Sarpo woman in this country, to please gather your things. Let's go to Minnesota. And Minnesota is where organized the people, they are waiting for you and myself. So I want us to meet in Minnesota next week so that we can discuss issues concerning our community, how best we can do to bring our family, brothers and sisters that went away to bring them back. It's convention time. We all have to put our year together. So we came on show today to talk to all of you to please make your payment. The convention, I think it's the most important convention that will conclude, that will give us the insight of the project that we all be discussing. So I want to appeal to all of you to please come to Minnesota. Let us go to Minnesota for the convention. Thank you.
All right, Mr. President, thank you. Thank you so much for the opening thought and for speaking the original language as well. Like VP, you know, I can't just put the president on blast and I don't put you on blast too. You got, I give you 2 minutes, speak a little bit of Sarpo. Yeah. Talk to your people in their original language for at least 1 or 2 minutes. Let me see how well you speak the Sarpo.
Ajuru fao, ablinyo ajuru fao. Mona mosela siengo, moa plus ava plus o. Agire sian. Ayera bogluo. Amu Minnesota amu. Chola. Then that way, ayere gi. I did it. But as a day I do it. Amu wulija. Tiolai. Wulija. Ebeja. Do tira boya kumune. Ne mon ble soin, mon ble bare, mon ble bria. Mon ble yuru turu. Na ne pandi yo. Watiola. Wuli de jao. So wuli da pwani. Wuli da tere ale ja. Aklebe. Amane ja. Apa epide mupo. There what you have apply a today to Apoi. Ajumo Manneh. You know, but there you go. Today, Busene. Nenyola, Namomble. I'm on the cloudy jolly, I'm on let you, I'm on drill, you yellow yepa. Boy, yellow ye. Never where in your body. So about Powelly. Say I debate it because they are money and you know quickly I blame the clever. But you know I believe they are blame. Auntie Annie now. Auntie Appa, Peter Rapo. I said, when you yena, solid Juma, solid wild, solid cabaret, solid mobile, solid senior. Solid Pulu. Now yes, no clip. Oh, yes, Peter. So I buy about Peter. I bet you wine. I said, no,
Vivi, you're doing very well. I just wanted to test, but you're doing a good job. We don't want to exclude the other people, but you're doing a good. But you want to orange and Jrio and Quidri and Blair orange and Jubao.
Oh, one you buy there.
Yeah, Jubao.
Oh, one you buy there. So, Nyana, do see that? I knew Nyana. So I knew Nyana. Yeah, so many apply to that with a phone up by you can body. Pay $100. But pay $100. Give our money to but say $100 pay. Say you pay Mujahideen. But I said one you will get so and that setting fee. Who power you? Don't pay an problem. But all in all. But don't pay a good die, Peter, we are for you from Lambo. And we said, no, wait you. Get out, I give it. I have one. I give it the answer. I back. I get at weapon, meet I get so that blue, I'm better than I. Oh, my yow.
The vice president quickly go.
Wow.
All right, good job. All right, Patrick, if you want to initiate a conversation with the president, but before they but Patrick, go first. I'll put my thought on that. Let me give Patrick the opportunity.
Okay, so thank you, and let me say thanks to the president. Welcome to you, Honorable Manneh, and again, Olivia, thanks for joining us today. So my first recommendation is, Mr. President, you need to relief on this show today. Appoint an advisor on original language, because I think you try, yeah, because every word somehow has its original tone in the Sarpo dialect. So if you say convention, if you speak in Sarpo, if you say convention, you speak in English. All right? And then the vice president too, she did well. She tried. She did it fine, excellently well until to the end when she said $100. No, there is a name for $100 in the Sarpo dialect. Okay, there's a name, a unique, a fine name. Okay, it's a fine name for it. So yeah, so she tried, and then almost at the end of scoring 100 now, oh, she's still so much. But I want to say to all of you, man. I mean, America did not change you. America did not take away your culture, your dialect, it did not take away your real self. That's good of you. Thank you and congratulations.
So Patrick, out of curiosity though, how do you call convention in Sarpo? How do you call $100 in Sarpo? Saying the president, the vice president, the tribe. So make that correction for us.
So the vice president called it. The vice president did a good job, but
VP, hold on. Okay, I want to make sure Patrick tell us that.
Like she said, okay, few ways. Okay, you call it Jala, or you call it Vilia, or you call it
Manneh.
I call it. Okay, let me start with 2 years. Okay, yeah. All right. Then on the other hand, for $100, I think $100 should be point more or something like that.
You tripping, my man? Should be saying point more.
Point more.
Yeah.
$20.
So I don't know.
Patrick, you tripping, my man.
Okay. Anyway, all right, no problem. I try to correct somebody, but myself I don't know way to anyway, but it's okay. Well, I mean, it's just beautiful. Yeah, my lesson, thank you so much. And I think every party will bring you with do that same thing. Yeah, so Mr. President and Madam Vice President, I think you form. I mean, the gender parity of the thing, male, female, I think is so unique. But from my observation, I think the Vice President, as a female, she seems to be holding the women under her control. For example, the convention talks about fabric, it talks about gown, it talks about cap, it talks about other things for the men and women. And from my research, I'm told that the women have all possessed their 100 pieces, all finished, and they even wanting some more right now. While the men are still dragging behind with their gowns and their hats and everything. So, Mr. President, what is the problem? Why is Mount Olivia going ahead of you with all the women buying their laptops and everything, and you the men, your men are still dragging their feet with 50 pieces of gowns? What happened? What's going
on? Thank you, Patrick. Thank you very much for your question. But one thing you should know that we love our wives. So we want to settle with our wife first. We have to do the purchasing of the fabric, the lapels first before we turn to the man. So it's not in error. Let the woman, everybody have to buy. Not only the woman pay the money, but the men pay for that. I mean, buy the lapels. So yeah, we want to serve our wives first before the men. That's why. But I believe in the Sarpo man. Even in your home, always you want to serve your wife first. Yeah, that's how civilization works. Serve your wife. We are in America, so women buying their laptops. Yeah, we got to serve them first. Then later we will come after them.
So even though these are very beautiful excuse. I mean, the women love it. We all love it. It's a beautiful excuse. But are you assuring us that before the 12th of this month, which will be on Wednesday, before Wednesday, are you telling us before Wednesday, all 50 gowns of the men, their hearts, everything will be blown off?
Everything will be so before the convention date. Everything will be so. I trust my people. I believe in the Sarpo people. This is not my first time. I've been with them so long. So I know what they can do. I believe in them. The Wednesday you talk about, even before Tuesday, everything will be so.
Yep.
So before I go back to Manneh, but let me confirm this information just provided. Minister Sua, did Honorable Sua pay for you? Did he pay for your fabrics? Please be sincere with us here. Did he pay for your fabrics and living out himself in the meantime?
Mr. President, did you hear him?
But hold on. So, Patrick, I don't want you to bring
I'm asking the VP. I'm asking the VP.
What?
Yeah, but I don't.
I'm asking you, Manneh, VP.
I'm not understanding what he's saying.
So I'm asking you. The president said the men have chosen to pay for their wives' fabric before going for their gowns. So I'm asking you, I'm confirming for you, did your husband pay for your fabrics, the one you'll be wearing on the convention day? Did he pay for it himself?
Yeah, he did.
Oh wow.
Patrick, I mean, he said when he said the male wife, and then he said, did he pay? I mean,
yeah,
he did.
We don't have
to laugh, yeah.
Patrick, you didn't really understand where we are. Being in the country of America, Or even when I was in Pelocon, the thing that I used to do, I don't do that no more because I travel and
Ah,
being interacting with different people. That what even psychologists says, or when you talk about nature versus nurture. Nature is what we learn from our parents, the whole thing that we practice. Nurture is about community setting, where you interact with different people, where you go, the whole thing that you see, you practice them to be part of your life.
Yeah.
So we being in America, we're seeing people serving their wives. So you think when I was in Pelocon, the time I was having 2 women, of course, they used to serve me. I never wanted to take my own water to the bathroom to go take bath. No.
oh,
You understand? But in America,
oh my
now,
God, oh my God.
Oh, of course. So we travel, we got to change the way we used to do things. So those laptops, we finish buying our wives their laptops. That now the men will get ready to buy to pay for their gown. So by Tuesday, everything will be finished.
Oh, okay. Okay, so so now before my lesson takes over from me, you put a cap of 80,000 on the convention as a target. Has there been a time previously USAA takes that target and you intend to go beyond this time around? What has been your unusual target now going beyond to say you want $80,000?
Okay. Actually, the inauguration we had last April, giving that motivation. What we did, where the money started flowing, it was when they called the single people. So after the single people, when Emmanuel who's the president of North Dakota chapter, took the plate and started asking every single man or woman to contribute. While the single people were there, then the Wedger people, grab a microphone. Then Meto said, no, I can't sit down. Then Boto Jawi said, no, I can't let it go. So money started coming. My VP said, no, I can't sit here as vice president. Vice president just a common title, but my people come first. Let me join the Wedger people. Before vice president with a microphone or our board chair took the microphone from the vice president. He said, no, then do some people not sit there and just look at the single and the Wedger. And money started speaking. So that motivated me, that I believe that the convention coming, we're going to follow that same title that will bring money to the table, that will put money in our basket, that will give us the money to build the hospital that we all been discussing for years. So this convention, I know people are willing, people are planning to come to celebrate, to do their donation, to do their contribution, to build our hospital. It will be a proud if USAA can build that hospital in Pelocon. Patrick, if we can build our hospital, it will be a proud to the entire Sarpo community. Even be a member or not, it will be a proud. So we want to set some record in our country, in Liberia, in the Sarpo land. We have to do something. Let people know who we are. Not about confusion, no. But unity building, sharing idea, will make us to do great things for our community. So people are willing to do their contribution, their convention. All you do, charge your phone, every information, so that you can monitor. So you can, Peter Brown tell me, I want you to follow us from Liberia. Probably we may even go above that amount I talk about, that 80,000. Thank you.
All right, Mr. President, thank you. Madam President, thank you as well. I think that's a good thought, Mr. President, when you have the various sessions, the competing. So I want to recommend, if that's something we can think of, it can either be an individual or it can be a section. So the session that would generate more money, maybe we can name the pharmacy or a ward in the hospital after that session. So we can say, Johnson, whatever session, highest donor, something like that. If the VP donated more, we can name one of the medical war after her, Olivia Sua. So just to at least motivate people, I think that's a good concept. I like the competition. I know Vice President does not want Dasayo put at the wing or Patrick on the side. So that's a healthy competition. I think that's something we'll have to initiate. But Mr. President and Vice President, I want us to, because this section is the last section before the convention, so I want us to give us at least clear information, or maybe if you like, give us a format of the convention. What will happen on the first day? What will happen on the second day? Just an outlook and what people should expect, and stuff like that. Are we set on DJ? Are we set on guest speaker? How are we doing with, serving the people the meal, the preparation, the Minnesota chapter, they got everything going. Let people get some basic. So just give a little itinerary of the program.
What?
Mr. President, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, but
Yeah.
I want the VP to go first. Yeah.
Okay.
So preparation is on course. Everything is organized. Wednesday, some people are leaving on Wednesday, want to be meet and greet. Thursday morning, we're going to meet again. Friday will be the meet session where we talk about the competition and all that. Saturday is the board night. Sunday is the cookout. Monday is departure. When it comes to the food, we are catering. And everything is just unique and ready. We are ready for this convention. T-shirts are available for $25 for the cookout. The men cap, they are $10 according to the cheerleader, the gowns. So everything is set. And the last time when we went for the inauguration, some people were even buying their gowns, the men gowns, at the entrance. So there will be some people that will be purchasing their gowns at the entrance. But if I left anything out, I want the president to brush off on it a little bit. But I believe everything is ready. We are ready and prepared. Ready and prepared. That's it. Thank you.
So that to add on to what my VP just said,
Yes.
we plan everything according to the way USAA been having convention. Thursday we will meet. Friday will be discussion. Saturday will be the ball. Sunday will be the cookout. But the Friday is the most important day. It's where we are to have the business meeting. Friday is where we discuss what to do the following year. Like I've been dreaming for the Sarpo people to come together, which would be the first thing to be on the table for discussion, the way forward, that I want the entire body to discuss it so that we all can see what to do. I'm impressed of it. When it comes to engaging SADA, we're making progress. The committee that are set up, they are making progress. But I want to reinforce the progress that they are making. So this convention is where we're going to discuss it. And it's where we discuss the project that we're discussing, whatever penny that our people will contribute. We want to find a way, what can we do to build a hospital in 6 months' time? We're going to discuss with the project manager, Meton Shebe. I'm going to tell the time I want him to build it in 6 months. If anything go beyond that 6 months, then he will tell me. All of these things we are going to Minnesota to discuss it. So Friday is the most important day that we will discuss everything that we have to discuss. But when it comes to preparation, Yes, Minnesota is ready. Full wide. That's why the VP just said catering. Especially it will be one day, the ball night. Because our women, most of the time, they come to the ball very late because they had to cook. So this come around, we change it around. My first statement is we love our wives. We love our sister, our mother. So we want them to enjoy the celebration. Some conventions say because of talking, long discussion, they can't really celebrate the way they want to. So this come around, we cut the thing short. So we are doing catering on the ball night. No woman will cook. People will serve you. We want to celebrate. We want to do our phone racing. Or the guest speaker, he say he can't wait to be in Minnesota on Rotale, John Talley.
Wow.
He will give us a powerful message, and he will be there for us as a community member. Despite being an aspiring, he will be there for the Sarpo people. He's a Sarpo man. So a lot of things will go down in Minnesota, but we are prepared, Madison. We plan almost a year. So the convention will be the most important convention, and this is my first convention. So I'm calling around, asking people to come to support. Asking people, even if you not have the time to come, do your donation. We want to build a hospital in 6 months' time, and we need 80,000, not less. We need 80 plus. So people are willing to come.
Yeah.
So Mr. President, I like that you have a targeted amount to generate, and your goal is to complete the hospital in 6 months. So first of all, how much is the total cost of the project? I think the president is frozen there. It looks like it. Yeah, his service is glitching up.
Yeah, his service.
Let me kick him out. He can come back later. All right. So, Madam President, do you know the total cost of the project?
Well, we are not going to give an actual figure right now because of the economic fluctuation. Prices goes up and down. So for those reasons, we are not going to give a figure right now.
So, but VP though, VP, if your target is to complete the project in 6 months, that means you know the cost. You have done the cost benefit analysis and done all your paperwork, and possibly you have substantial amount of cash in your bank account to make that prediction. So what is informing your prediction of finishing the project in 6 months?
Well, finances and people are involved. We have an estimate already, but like I said, we are not going to reveal the estimate right here because
Why?
we do not want to tell
VP?
you because of what I just said. Economic.
Yeah. VP, I know the fluctuation and all of that, but you have your budget set for the. Yeah, what's your budget for the project?
Let the president come back. He want to elaborate more on that, but I do not want to be the one to put it out there because we did not conclude on coming to bring it to the public right now.
Okay, so
we are still in the process of.
So when it comes to SADA, for example, I think the president mentioned in his speech that they are making progress, bringing our brothers and sisters on board. Are you guys, or did you guys send a communication to invite into the program? Did you?
Yes, of course. Even at the inauguration, they were there. So the president has established a unity relationship with them. Trying to settle whatever dispute that happened in the past, and they came to the inauguration. We all celebrated. So I believe they are going to come again to the convention. We have invited them. And in this public manner, I want to invite them again, like just to add up to the first invitation, be it verbally or written invitation, or however the message was sent out there in the public manner.
VP, to be clear, did your administration send a official communication to them? Did you send official communication?
Well, there's a team that is responsible for such. I do not want to go ahead of them to say no or to say yes. So, but I know they put in more effort to do this. But I don't want to be the one to say no or yes. Yes, so. But I know invitation went out.
Okay.
They are not going to be left out.
Okay, nice. Now, just to be sure that we invited them, send official communication. So, I mean, I know I don't want you to let the entire cat out of the bed. Maybe you can let the legs of the cat out of the bed. The president said you guys are making. You set up a committee for peace and reconciliation. I mean, he said you guys are making progress. I mean, just give us a little bit. What progress has been made? I mean, how far have you guys gone?
Well, the first biggest progress was the show of the king. They came to celebrate with us during the inauguration, something that they had never done before. They had never came to any of our programs, but because of the initiative the president took, the team that he put together, they have been discussing because of those reasons. I believe that's why they came. They came, they made their contribution, and we all have fun. We all have fun. So that is the most progress right there.
Okay, so you consider that progress when it comes to our okay, all right. But my president, some people can show up somewhere and then after that they go in a little boxes though. They can do that.
Well, we all have some form of that within us, but we will still make progress talking to encourage people, to encourage them, encourage ourselves, because at the end of the day, we are one Sarpo people, we are one family. What has happened has happened. And we don't think they're going to go back.
Okay, VP, before I bring the president out, I have a quick question. So, I mean, it's a hypothetical question. So, assuming the guys say they want to come on board and they say, you know what, we want a new name. For example, we don't want to use USAA, we don't want to use SADA. Is that something that you are willing to work with?
Martin. So with this question you have asked, what I'm going to do, we will go in our classes as leaders, and we're going to discuss and come back to you on this show and give you the answer that you need. But today we are here to promote the event. And we do not want to disrupt what we are doing with any other thing. We just want everybody to remain happy and plan to come to celebrate with us. But all I know is that we are together, we are one, and we will remain like that.
Nice. The president is going back and forth. Let me see. Mr. President, you good?
Yeah, it should be all right.
Yeah.
I should be good.
All right, Patrick, sorry for putting you on hold for that long. Mr. President, welcome back. I was just asking your VP, and she was a little vague, and she was being a little political as well. She doesn't want to make a mistake. Right. Yeah, so I totally understand that. So first, you talk about completing the hospital in 6 months. What is the total cost of the project?
The total cost is $125,000.
125,000.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and I mean, you sound pretty confident that we're going to, the project going to be completed in 6 months. What is the initial? I mean, like in terms of we're going to need starting cash. Do we have some a good cash in the account right now to initiate the project or to continue? I know President Meyer started the foundation. Do we have some money right now to at least take it out to elevate, to raise the walls and those things before the $80,000 that you are predating?
Let me take you by where you said, Mr. Let's say Madam Cloud started the foundation. There's no foundation. That's why it causes a problem between those that were bidding that were to do it and the past leadership. The foundation they were trying to build, they were using secondary material, thing that is not real for hospital building. Now, though steel rod they put on the ground, you can shake them and it can fall. I have video to that when Vasco went there. So we are starting over.
Yeah.
We are starting over. But the money that we have now can build a foundation. So the 80,000 I'm requesting for, if our people try their best to raise the money, then we'll see the proposed budget, which is 125,000. Then we're talking about 130,000. So if I can get that 80,000 for the convention, yes, indeed. Then we better insist more, because once the money in there, once we have the money, then everything will be easy to do.
So, but Mr. President, what gives you the confidence, though, that why assurance? I mean, who is telling you something? What are you hearing from back home that giving you the confidence? You know what? In 6 months, once we have the money on hand, we can actually get it done.
You hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, the people are calling you, Mr. President. That's why. Again, back off. I mean, he's on the phone. Go ahead, VP.
I mean, that's what I was saying, because prices fluctuate, things change, so it may not even be that 125. It may be 130, like he said, or 140. So we are not going to be exact when it comes to the price or the estimate of the clinic or the hospital. But that's just like the basic of what he's saying right now.
All right, VP, just give out for the board night. Do we have special performance? Do we have artists that you guys inviting?
So for the board night, I really don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to go before Minnesota team and say yes or no. They are the one planning the program. I don't know. But if nobody to perform, I will perform.
Oh, okay, all right. You know, the minister has multiple skills. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I try to get a president on here, but he came on my other computer and he's in a different studio. So I don't know whether he got different link. I don't know. Yeah, I think you were using the old link or something.
Old link.
Let me see what I can send another link. Patrick, you have question for the VP? Go ahead, please. Sorry for holding you that long.
That's okay. It's okay. I mean, you are engaging with them very, very positively, so it's okay. But let's see. Okay, I think the president is back. So
yeah.
So on the issue of the fund of starting over with the clinic, let's see the president issue of starting over with the clinic, starting over we mean starting or continuation of the project in Pelicon. We mean that all the conditions.
Yeah. Hold. I mean, I don't know whether the president is hearing. Are you hearing up, Mr. President? Yeah, the problem is from your side. Apparently, people are calling you, Mr. President, and that's why. Yeah, people are calling him. He's using the phone, and people calling him back to back.
All right, so maybe let me engage the vice president with a question. So starting over with me, removing all the conditions that led to the fatal failure of the first project, or the foundational, component of the project. People complain of the distance. People complain of bar rules. There is no bridge. All right, the bridge is not in good condition. People complain of non-cooperation from the community, and you name it. So starting over, as the president said, with me, doing a new BOQ, doing a new design or new project design, and starting everything over as fresh. Is that the case currently as we speak? Starting afresh with everything changed around?
No, now what I'm saying, Patrick, I said when we starting over, we're not changing the BOQ. We will follow the same BOQ, but there's no foundation. They only dug the ground, but nothing like though to lay the wall, that, nothing better was done. That what brought the argument between the past leadership and the contractor. So we are going to start over. And before that, they complained about road. Now there's a solid bridge. The road from the mile 48 intersection to Pelican, it being paved. The road extended all the way to Digbestown. We have a good road. There's nothing that contractor will complain about again.
Okay, good. So in the foundation you are discarding right now, in US dollars, 30,000 or let's say 28,000 went into that foundation. And we are not only talking about leadership or being a clinic here, but we're also talking about accountability, so that people's trust and confidence can be guaranteed in the administration. So accountability will mean a lot to this whole project. $28,000 went into the foundation. You are discarding. What happens to the money if you discard the foundation? If you declare it, I call it invalid, to the project, and you start it over. What happens to 28,000 plus 2,000 extra, $30,000? What happens to that money?
Okay, well, the $28,000 will get the money back. The people fail to do our project, we'll get the money back from the contractor. But want to take time. We don't want to rush everything. And we are not in Liberia. We need somebody that will represent this community in Liberia. The previous team that Manneh set up, the chairman at the time, he resigned. So we didn't really have any connection currently in Liberia. But we are putting things together. I'm working with the project manager, Mr. Shibwe. We're doing everything necessary to get good people with good mind. Because this thing is not just about the Sarpo community. If the Sarpo people can build a hospital, it can benefit anybody from Dima County that will visit Sinoe County. It will benefit anybody from Lofa or any part of Liberia. So we want to do everything possible in a good way. We didn't want to rush anything. The leadership, if I fail, trust me, Then, because I have all the brain that we have in the Sarpo community, the vice president here, I have my national coordinator, I have my secretary general who almost the mentor to the leadership. A lot of people that I have behind me, they are working. So we want to take our time when we start a project. Before we start it, we'll be able to know how we get our money back from the previous contractor. Everything will be
Okay,
discussed during the convention.
good, good. So, as vice president under Madam Mayor, your administration set up an office in Monrovia, and I think you rented an apartment or maybe something, or you put internet services there, you pay people to be there and everything. You set up a team. Now the chairman of that team resigned, and the other members there. Are you continuing with that office space in Monrovia, or you are changing the system around, especially when it comes to the leadership in Liberia. Also, there was a scholarship scheme for young people in Liberia, young Sarpo girls and boys. Now you open a hospital in Pelocon, for example, and need nurses and doctors. Are you considering now training young boys and girls, into the medical field so that they can adequately, serve the people in the medical area? Is that your plan?
Yeah, that's part of our plan, even from the previous leadership. We give scholarship to few students in Liberia from Sinoe County, to be specific from the Sarpo community. That being our vision. We want to build our community, not just building structure, no. Educationally, we want to build our community and we want to create food for our people. All of these things, we have everything on our table. The team that was in Liberia, I'm not dealing with them. I'm not dealing with them. Let me be clear with you. Panton, since he sent me a letter of resignation, I took this to the board, we discussed about it, and I told them I'm not dealing with Panton, neither the group, the entire group. I'm not dealing with any of them. We contacted the current leadership of the Sarpo Association in Liberia that he should do some assessment to do recommendation to me, people that work along with my project manager, and he's working, he's looking around to see. I'm waiting on a result. Respond. Whoever that you find, we want to take time. We want to know who that we will give our money to do the project. We want to know who all that we work with in Liberia. I don't just want any member. I need people that will give a good image out there. Because Madam Clark trusted the previous committee she set up. Richard being a professor at the University of Liberia, it was a proud that Richard would do better for our community. That Richard Panto would do better, professor at the University of Liberia. Not high school, not even elementary, but university. So those people like that, we expect them, we give them we have respect, regard, that everything we want to do, you go through there will be successful. But it was kind of disappointing. So I want to take my time. The people that we work with, I want to know them morally. Everything is not just about education. You can be a master degree holder and do wrong thing. You can be a doctoral degree holder, then you don't have love for your people.
Yeah.
I need somebody that will love the Sarpo community the way I love the community so dearly. I love the Sarpo people. I need someone that will have some love like I do to do the project. Because if you love your community, when they send you money for your community, you will try everything, you will do everything possible in your way to fulfill it. But we're disappointed. But
Okay. So
with the current leadership.
So before my lesson takes over from me, before you takes over from me, my final question. So your team, I mean the Miles Manneh team, hire those men in Monrovia, for example, your team. I don't know whether there's a form of contract with them. If you are dismissing them, and are you also clearing their arrears so that maybe they work and maybe you owe them and you gotta pay them so you're not working with them anymore. Is that the case, or you owe them nothing?
They were not employee, and then
Okay.
Madam Clark never hired them that will pay you $40 or $100 a month. She never hired them that will pay you 1,000 a month. No, nothing like that. I don't see any documentation concerning that. So the way she hired them, I don't have any paper that will say you have to pay them. So I'm not paying anybody. We are not obligated to them financially.
All right, Mr. President, thank you. I think you guys, we allocated 1 hour for you guys to be here. We don't want to hold you too much. You are basic people. So just any information, anything that we are missing that we have not said that you want to say, or if you want to reiterate the information that you have already articulated, that would be perfect. But Patrick and myself will have a second segment of the show where I want to at least beat on Patrick a little bit. So yeah, the opportunity is yours to give any thoughts, information that you want to give to our people. Are you guys getting, say for example, when starting from the 13th, when people get to the airport in Minnesota, do you have transportation team that will be picking people up? Some of our elders, they don't drive. I mean, do we have housing? We have, I know you guys are the leadership now. Do we have like free hotel that we can go to? Do you guys have free Airbnb? Stuff like that, that the leaders on board now. So we just want to know any information. I was asking the VP, do we have special performance at the board night, Yeah, are you guys hiring people to kind of entertain you a little bit, and stuff like that?
Yeah, board night, that way we always have DJ when it comes to entertainment. So that board night, actually, it will mostly be about fundraising, Madison, where Maya Mondu, who's a fundraiser chairperson, or he's a chief. We didn't want to have more activity that will sabotage our fundraising activities. We want to raise funds. This convention is all about fundraising, mostly after the discussion that we have on Friday. But Saturday, it's all about fundraising. We want to raise the money that I put us in the community. I want us to raise that 80,000. And then I want to appeal. I'm not forcing anybody. I'm not imposing it on all of you. After your taxation, which is the $100, your fabric, I'm appealing to do the donation. If you can afford $500, $50, $25 is count. I'm appealing to all of you. I want us to reach our target. That 80,000 is set. I want us to reach it. I'm begging all of you. Let us do our contribution. And this convention, we meet once a year. It's almost like a family reunion. I want for everybody to be happy to come so that we all can celebrate one another. And I'm open again. We will meet our brothers and sisters in Minnesota because SADA group, most of them in Minnesota. Let us engage them individually. Let's persuade them. We are one. Let's build our unity. I want us to build Sarpo community. When we are together, we'll do great things for our community. Let's build. Let's reach out to our brothers and sisters. Whatever that happened is in the past. Now, Liberians are celebrating in Liberia. In the 90s, our country was on a complete dark cloud. But now we all celebrating one another. And we are one for the same house. The Kabade, the Sinkon, Weja, Mopo, Joason Putu, we are one. Sometimes I can make mistake. I can bite on my own tongue. But the tongue and the teeth still live together.
Okay.
So whatever we the even, one way or the other, there will be some argument or disagreement. That's a nature of life. But I want us to forget about everything. Let's come together. So as we go into Minnesota, if you have your brother, your sister, your cousin, please reach out to them. Let's talk to them so we work together as a family to make our community better. Together, the Sarpo land will be great. I want us to come together and let's gather our things and go to Minnesota. I just talked with the president of Minnesota. She said she can't wait for us to go to Minnesota for the convention. So I'm appealing to everybody to get ready so we all can go next week, Thursday. Thank you.
Yeah.
And may God continue to bless all of you.
Mr.
Thank you,
President.
Madison. Yeah.
Yeah, before you leave, though, I just wanted to get some,
Clarity.
I know you emphasize on unity a lot, and you, when you were speaking before your phone started glitching up, you talk about the committee you set up and they are making progress. What progress is being made so far?
Oh, okay.
That's essential, yeah.
Okay. The first thing is when we set up the community, the committee, they went to the court because there's a restraining order between SADA and USAA. So they discussed with the lawyer. From there, the lawyer gave us some information what to do, and then we wrote SADA, inviting them to a discussion. So SADA to, in return, write USAA that they want a formal communication from the board, even though it's the executive that set up the committee, that the executive sent a letter to them, but they want letter directly from the board of directors. So I had to go back to my people, and we sort it out. And the board chair wrote a letter. They received the letter, the chair of SADA replied, yes, indeed, we accept your invitation for discussion. So hopefully after the convention, there'll be a dialogue between SADA and USA. SADA now preparing to organize their committee as well to come and engage with USA. As I learned from around the community, SADA may not be at the ball, but they cook out. Yes, they will attend, and that's the beginning. If SADA member can go to USA cook out, then I'm happy already. Then I believe that yes, indeed, my vision will come true.
Okay, Mr. President, good. So, I asked the president, the vice president, the question while you were away. Yeah. You spoke of, after the convention, there will be a dialogue between SADA and USA. So, hypothetically speaking, if the guys propose that, we want to get rid of USA, the name USA, we want to get rid of SADA, one new name. Is that something you're willing to work with?
This is what makes our team. This is why dialogue is all about. When SADA come with our proposal, there will be a discussion. We'll wait it, whether it will be a good thing to do or not. Both parties, it won't be one-sided. We all have to put ideas together and do the best thing that will benefit our community. We are open to any discussion they will come up with.
Okay, so two things that I will let you go, Mr. President. Sorry for holding you too long.
No problem.
Earlier you said you used to have 2 women. And I'm looking at our population in Liberia. We are one of the ethnic groups in Liberia with low population. Do you still support the idea of the men having more than one wife? Is that something you still support or not?
I just reference psychology. In psychology, if you read about nature versus nurture, nature is what I practiced from my father when I was in Pelicon, the thing I used to do. But I travel now. Now then I nurture time to learn from the other community, what other people do, that what I would practice to go back with. So they can do it. Everybody have their opinion, but I'm willing to buy some money when I say, oh no, I need 2 or 3 wives, no more.
So Mr. President, what is wrong with that?
No, nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. Nothing wrong with that. Everybody have their choice. Everybody have their own way of living. But I don't have that kind of mind again to say that I will keep 2, 3 wives. Because
So,
I got,
the President, the reason I'm asking the question,
yeah,
you see, Nima County, they
yeah,
have leverage in Liberia because they have, I think, the
The pop-
second next to Maserado County, the
Sure.
population.
Yeah.
So, we the Sarpo people, if we want to increase our population,
Yeah.
how can we do that without having multiple wives?
Oh, well, Madison, people can do it if they want. I willing. I got 8 children. How to support them, how to give them education, make them to go to school. If I got to, now if I say I think about 2, 3 wives again, then those 2, 3 wives come again, they born their own children. Where do I get the money from to support them? That's why sometimes too the crime rate can be high when there's no control over the children. You understand?
Yeah.
That's why in this country sometimes they have birth control because they want to control, they want everything to be in line.
Okay, so Mr. President, what I'm hearing from you, personally, you will not do it, but you are in support of it.
Of
If other
course.
people-
That's
okay.
part of our lives, society-wide, culture-wide. That's what our people do. My father, Thomas created Manneh, he had 3 wives. Yeah. So it's not a big deal.
Okay, lastly, Mr. President, I think during your opening thoughts, you said the Sarpo people are now recognized in Liberia.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, what is attributing, what is causing? I mean, if it is true now, what is causing the Sarpo people not to be recognized in the country?
Actually, from the beginning, they consider the Sarpo, they call crime. Even when we all were coming out, we used to have one brother called Robert B. Chambé. When Robert Chambé talking, before he speaks on the Sarpo, on the radio, they will say in crime. It never say in Sarpo. You understand?
Mhm.
So now we want to tell the public, yes, indeed, we are not crime, we are Sarpo. But before we do that, Madison, we have to all together, we got to build that love among ourselves first as a community.
So, Mr. President, just to be clear, though, if you say we are not recognized, what exactly are you talking about? Because if you look at the history of the country, before you come in, please, if you look at the history of the country, you produced the first indigenous vice president.
That I know.
You have had, Minister of Public Works, senators. I mean, different top government officials in the country. So, if you say the Sarpos are not recognized, what exactly are you referring to?
The VP talked about the first indigenous vice president. When Thomas Westham became the first vice president, they say 2 crown people. They never say Sarpo man. They never show that distinction.
Yeah, but Mr. President, he was the vice president. So if people are not recognizing you, what is your obligation as the vice president of the country? You can't say, you know what, let's make the distinction, because it's a powerful position to be a vice president of a country.
Yeah.
So if we say we are not recognized, I try to find out what exactly it is, because right now the children, they are learning 17 ethnic groups right now in Liberia in school. When we were going to school, it was 16. But right now, Sarpo has been included in the curricula, so children are now learning 16. So 17. So people that are still saying 16, they are not up to date. Like somebody saying, they are, let's say, 9 planet in the solar system when 1 planet has been demoted. So anybody who says 16, you are not up to date, they are 17. So when we say we are not recognized, I still try to figure out what exactly are we talking about.
Oh, okay. To be recognized, that clarification you just made, Sarpo were not tribes. You know that. At the time. Now, they added Sarpo. When? What year? Out of 1 or 2 years ago. You understand?
Yeah.
But from Joseph Jacob Robert days to Charles Taylor to Ellis Ellie Johnson, Sarpo were not even a tribe. So we are huge obligation, Madison. That's why I will continue on to preach for love, because we got more things to do for our community. We got more things to do. I want us to build our community. And
So,
the only
Mr.
way we build
President,
it
sorry, I'm
is
kind of
together.
at the end of the stuff that I'm getting harder. So, what I'm hearing from you, so you are fully in support of the campaigners in Liberia, the Sarpo campaigners.
Of course, yes,
Yeah.
indeed. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I'm in support. If that opportunity comes, it will be a great blessing for our community. Yes, I'm in total support of the campaigner in Liberia.
Okay, last question, Mr. President.
This is why I will continue to ask our brothers and sisters here so that we can hold together. You know that we get a power once we are together. We can support the campaigner in Liberia. Yes, they counting on us. It's just that we just fighting more ourselves, but I want us to come together. We got great things to do for our community. There are a lot of things we have to do for the Sarpo community.
So, Mr. President, lastly, since you are in support of the campaigners campaign,
yeah.
So it means also, because I'm hearing anecdotally that some guys are pushing the agenda, I think, including the Sarpo campaigners. They want the Sarpo people to have their own county in the country. You also support that initiative?
Die?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. Geographically, Joasson Sanitary District is bigger than this county we have now called River G. River G is nowhere for River G to be counted. Then Joasson Sanitary is not counted. So if our people willing to push for that, I'm in support. We need county. We want to build that development. We want to build our own. If River G can be counted, then what's our Joasson Sanitary District?
So, Mr. President, do we need a county to build, a county starter to build our place?
Not so much of a county starter. What we need is unity, that I will continue to preach to you and myself. We need that unity, togetherness. Then we will build our community. Because sometimes I may fall short somewhere, certainty I may not know. Then you, Madison, you have the idea. My VP have the idea. Collectively, when we work together like that, and when we believe in agriculture, you understand? I believe in agriculture, but you may not believe in agriculture, you believe in education. Through that collectiveness, then we all will build our community. We can transform our community.
Okay, Mr.
We
President,
have to be
thank
in
you.
power, like representative, senator. All Sarpo people need is unity. Even I can remember 1993. When our community or our country, Liberia, was on a dark cloud, the Sarpo community was on a predicament. So within the time, we visited a little town called Town. When we went there to visit our father at the time, the message that he gave us is to build ourselves together, a family tree, unity, love. When you love me, Madison, you will never let me to fall. If I'm falling, you will come to my rescue. When you love Boto Jawi, when Boto is doing something wrong, you will say, no, my brother, don't do it that way. Let's do it this way. That's how I want us to build a Sarpo community. Let's build love for one another. That's how my father, how he raised up. He had 9 boys. No girl child. He was the only boy child of his parents. So when our father had her, he built her together. That sort of love. He touched one, he touched all. Madison, that's how you see the Manneh family. You understand? That's how we, the Sarpo people. And this story I just told you, the time we visited that old man, those days, that time, it brought liberation to our community because we all together as a family. You look out for me, I look out for you.
Mr. President,
look out
well
for
said.
my vice president. My vice president look out for Madam Francis Meyer Clark. Madam Francis Meyer Clark look out for my cheerleader, Manneh Smith. Manneh Smith look out for Greenco Gideon. That's how unity can work. That's how I want us to build a Sarpo land. It's not about waiting money. I got my boys. Now, Saturday I watched this guy called Nelson Mandela, a clip. He talk about, he said, I'm not rich, but I can make a rich person. I can produce. It's the same with me. I'm not that adequate educationally, but my boys are here. Yeah, he told me, he said, you want to be a politician, lawyer. You understand? I have to motivate my children. I may not do it, but who knows tomorrow? So I have to lay a good foundation for them. I want we that are here to lay a good foundation for our children, for our family in Liberia. Togetherness is the most important thing in life. Even though they are acquainted with the Bible, the first commandment in the Bible is love. It's love. So I want we, the people of the Sarpo community, to build ourselves together as family. Thank you, Dad.
Mr. President, thank you so much. I like the fact that you are in support of. I mean, I think Mr. Greenco
You are muted.
he appeared one time.
Okay.
Mr. President, I think it's from your end. VP, are you hearing me? Yeah. So from the president's side.
Okay, I'm hearing you now.
Yeah. So, Mr. President, I like the fact that you are in support of the campaigners, their campaign in Liberia.
I can hear Madison.
Yes, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. Are you hearing me? Probably not. So he's not hearing me. So you're going to come back again. Yeah. So VP, it seems that you and your president are on the same page. And I say the point I was trying to make. I'm glad that the leaders in the diaspora, you guys are in support of what the campaigners are doing in Liberia. Except that the sad part, at least if you ask me, is the fact that our political leaders are not in support. Romeo Weah and Alison Noah, they are not in support of it. That's the sad part. It's very tragic that we send the people in the Capitol building to represent our interests, but they are not in support of what we, the people, want. So that's the sad part. So, but VP, if you want to say anything that I discussed with the president, just get some thoughts, and so we can let you guys go.
Yeah, as a little girl, I watched Sarpo people build a community in Greenville that is called Sarpo Community. But it came to my knowledge that that community is no longer called Sarpo Community. It is now called New Greenville. They removed the name Sarpo from there. So we are strong, we are powerful people. We have the resources. So why can't we have our own county? If we believe Greenville is for every one of us, why cancel the Sarpo community and rename it New Greenville? So, but I support the idea 100% because we are more than able to have our own county, and that's what we want. So I support the campaigners. I think it's the best thing for us.
All right, guys. So yeah, also, Madam VP, is that your final thoughts? Okay. So, Mr. President, final thoughts, please.
Okay. Again, Madison, thank you very much. Thank you for having us on your show. Today is all about the convention coming up next weekend in Minneapolis, Minnesota, to be specific. I want to take this time to ask all of our brothers and sisters in this country, our mothers, let all of us meet in Minneapolis next weekend to discuss issues about our community, to discuss our convention. Let us meet in Minneapolis to see how best we can start with a project in Pelican, to be specific. I want us to celebrate one another. And this convention is all about celebration. I want to ask all of you, let's go and celebrate ourselves. If we didn't do it for ourselves, who would do it? Nobody. So let's go and play around, visit friends, visit family. But I want to say thank you to Madison. Your show being one of the most important aspects to our community. We come on your show, we express our message to our people. Thank you, Di. And I want Sarpo people to come to Minnesota. Let us celebrate. If you are not active member, I want to ask you, from the convention, you will be an active member. Let's work together. Unity is the most important thing that we don't want for the Sarpo people. Thank you. Thank you, Dai. Thank you so much.
All right, Mr. President, VP, I want to say thank you again for not being media phobic, and we appreciate you guys.
Okay.
Thank you for having us.
All right. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you.
All right, Patrick. Let me bring the VP down.
Bring me down, yeah.
All right, Patrick. The guests are gone. Let's have a little chat. Just one talking point I want us to talk about before we call it a day.
Yeah, of course. Bring it on.
All right, let me make sure that we are okay here on the internet. Okay, good. We're good to go. Yeah. So, Patrick, I think there's an interesting video you shared in our chat room that I want us to talk about. Hopefully it will lower. I've been trying to lower it, but it's taking forever. But maybe I have another option that I can go with and see whether it will work. But you posted something, so I want to title this as let's see, what's my bullet point? All right, education philosophy. I want to call that Boakai versus Weah. I want us to talk about it. Yeah, so let's see what I can share. The video is taking longer on that side. Let me share the video here quickly. Share screen. Let's see what it's gonna work. All right, let's see. All right, Patrick, let's see. I want to play some videos here. Hopefully it will work. I just want to give you a shot. Okay, good. All right, so let's give you a shot, Patrick, and see whether you're going to work.
Aspirations. The right of every Ghanaian child to access tertiary education, regardless of family income, social background, or place of birth. Today, we launched the no-fee stress policy, a bold, equity-driven intervention designed to remove financial barriers to entry into public tertiary institutions. Beginning this academic year, the state will cover the academic-related fees of all first-year students admitted in our public universities, colleges of education, technical universities, and nursing training institutions, who in many cases would otherwise have had to forgo their dreams for lack of funds. Speaks directly
George Manneh of the Crown Kapukape. In the name of the Liberian people and our government, I therefore declare free tuition. George Manneh of the Crown Kapukape. In the name of the Liberian people and our government, I therefore declare free tuition.
So, Patrick, that was the former president of Liberia, Dr. George Weah. See how excited the students were in that building. How excited, how elated the people were. Patrick, I want to go back to John Mahama video, please. I think when I was talking, I realized I was on mute. So let me play that video one more time, and I will bring on the government that you support, the government that Perkins support, so you can get their philosophy on education. We'll have the discussion. But let me go back to the Ghanaian president one more time.
Speaks directly to the heart of our national aspirations. The right of every Ghanaian child to access tertiary education, regardless of family income, social background, or place of birth. Today, we launched the no-fee stress policy, a bold, equity-driven intervention designed to remove financial barriers to entry into public tertiary institutions. Beginning this academic year, the state will cover the academic-related fees of all first-year students admitted in our public universities, colleges of education, technical universities, and nursing training institutions, who in many cases would otherwise have had to forgo their dreams for lack of funds. Speaks directly.
So, again, Patrick, that's the president of Ghana, making education free. Say, regardless of your economic status, education is a right for the people. So he said no fee stress policy. That's how he calls it. Now, let's go to the current administration of Liberia. All right, their education policy. Again, let me go back and play Bakube one more time.
George Manneh of the Crown in the name of the Liberian people, our government, I therefore declare free tuition.
Patrick, look at the excitement in that room. Look at the euphoria. In the name of the Liberian people, I declared education free. That was George Weah. Now let's go to the current administration. And this is the video you share, Patrick.
If a child is in public school, in primary school, kindergarten 6th to 6th grade, we'll say primary school, no school will be required, no student will be required to pay registration fees. You parents, we're asking you, take the children to school. If there is any school that is asking you, public school, to pay registration fees, report that to the Ministry of Education. Mr. Blinton will have another. If a child is in public school, in primary school, kindergarten 6th to 6th grade, we'll say primary school, no school will be required, no student will be required to pay registration fees. You parents, we're asking you, take the children to school. If there is any school that is asking you, public school, to pay registration fees, report that to the Ministry of Education. Mr. Blinton will have another. If a child.
All right, Patrick, that is the educational policy of the current administration under Joseph Boakai. Patrick, I just played the president of Ghana declaring tertiary education. Again, high school is already free. Public schools in Ghana, free of charge. University, free of charge. George Weah brought the same thing into our country, free of charge. Then George Weah went as far as paying for YA fees, or what they call WACs now in Liberia or in Africa. He paid all the children. I'm not saying they say my daughter was in high school at the time. She graduated under George Weah. I wanted to send money. She said, "Oh no, Daddy, don't send money for YA. The government is paying." As a matter of fact, George Weah went as far as setting up study class for the children to get prepared for the YA or WACs. That's what George Weah did in our country. Patrick, when you posted the video that I just played, I was downhearted. For the rescue mission government policy to be, you know what? You can take your children to school. The only thing that will pay for you, that registration fees. Patrick, what is Joseph Boakai doing to our people? Registration fees. Okay, that's what his government going to pay for. You're going to pay your tuition. You're going to pay for your books. You're going to pay for practically your uniform, practically everything else. The parents will be responsible. And the men who are doing from ABC to 6th grade. The rest of the people, they are on their own. Meanwhile, Patrick, I don't want to go in detail. I want to give you the opportunity. But this topic, this is a moderate to education in our country. And that is why I told you guys the other day, we need to bring George Weah back. Because George Weah is good for Liberia because his policy, George Weah said, in the interest, in the name of the Liberian people, because the leaders are working for the Liberian people. So when you are making decision, that decision has to be in the name and in the interest of the Liberian people. But the current administration right now, when the registration fee, and this woman who is called a doctor, she's a doctor, Dr. Jara, is telling parents, take your children to school, but only registration fees will pay for you. You serious, Patrick? Patrick, let me give you the opportunity to tell me, contrast and compare the policy, the educational philosophy of George Weah and the rescue mission. Go ahead, Patrick. The floor is yours.
Okay, so so thank you. I know you are prepared for this topic. Reason why you deliberately wear a red beret. So, but honestly, Liberian education system on an all regime has not really been good, but small improvements were made on an Ellen, on a Weah, and now on a Boakai. But regarding the issue of tuition-free education, first, Ellen introduced the law. Ellen brought the law into force. Free and compulsory primary education from ABC to 6th grade. Ellen introduced a law. But what was being done at the time was they were not taking tuition, but rather registration. There is no tuition in that policy. What was being considered in that policy was just registration, what they call registration. You register a child and that's it. Small fees for registration, that's it. And then Ellen started lasting policy continue on a Weah. Students were only required to pay registration and not tuition. Now we are advanced the policy from free compulsory primary education to free compulsory tertiary education at the public institutions level. That was one of the beautiful policies we are implemented, initiated. All right, paying wire fees, paying tertiary fees, and, at all levels of education, primary, at the highest level. Now, President Boakai is also continuing with that particular policy because I'm not sure students are not paying fees on the same policy under the Weah government, President Boakai government. He hasn't changed that. Wire fees are still being paid by the government of Liberia. So, President Boakai is continuing with President Weah's policy, and that one beautiful thing. Now, go take your child to school. What the government is doing right now, it is not a new thing. It's not a new policy. It's not a new law. It is just an enforcement or implementation of the old law. Because the law says compulsory attendance. The law talks about compulsory attendance, free primary education with compulsory attendance. So parents, the law compels parents to take their children to school or to enroll their children in school. But parents relax. They still argue that they still argue, no, I don't get money to send my child to school or my children to school. They still argue, no money for this, no money for that. So now the government says, okay, so that you don't have excuses anymore. This time around, just take the child on the campus and put their name down. The only thing you must know your child's name, know how to spell a child's name. That's all. That's all we call of you. Now you talk about books, uniform, and other necessities for education. Yes, I think I don't agree with the government Liberia of free tuition policy, the way they define it, because when something is free, when education is free, it should be free in its entirety. Meaning, like for instance, I started my early education at a free level, save the children. All right, my mother enrolled me. My mother enrolled me in a Save the Children funded education program, where I started from. And that program, I didn't just register free, but I was eating free food. I was given free books, all right, book bag, copy books, textbooks, everything I received the first day I got on the campus, I was given a bag. In that bag, everything I needed as a student, was in that bag. And then before I go to class, I go to the kitchen door, I take my breakfast, I go to class. Long recess time, I go to the kitchen. If I want to eat rice, I eat rice. After school, if I want to stay, I eat and go home. If I don't want to walk, I get in the car. I will get in the car to go home. That was the definition of free education. So my only job I had to do as a student, or my parents' only job in the morning, was to just ensure I take my bath and then get on the road to get in the car or maybe walk to go to school. That was my only job. So there was no burning on my parents. It was entirely free. So if government is saying, for example, the Boakai government, the Weah government, even the past and the government, if they say free and compulsory primary education, it means that the government will be able to provide incentives for uniform, textbooks, copybooks, and every necessity, for the child's education. That is what we call free. So yeah, I know it's the government support, but its free definition is not holding at all. And I think they need to modify it, because how about registration so much? 1,500, 2,500, parents will afford it for the most expensive part of the whole thing. A pair of shoes costs $10 US, for instance. A uniform costs about $10 US as well too. That's $100 US right there. Then you talk about public books and other things. And so a poor parent will be paying up to $50 US to get a child in school, not just registration, just to get the material set. For one child, you will spend at least $50 US to get everything set for that child to start school. So what is free there? What is free there? There is nothing free there. So I think we are still least narrowly on education policy in this country. He still least narrowly, even though he wasn't paying the fees that he wasn't paying the fees as was required. He wasn't paying the wire fees, even though it was a pronouncement. He wasn't paying the school fees at the tertiary level, as even though it was a pronouncement. So as a result, the colleges started charging student fees. Right now, for example, at Sinoe Community College right now, there is a fee for credit hour that they're charging for credit hour now. So I think at Sinoe Community College, it should be something like $20. I think $20 or maybe $10 for $5 per credit hour. 5, 10 for credit hour. So colleges now at Thomas University, the same thing. University of Liberia is the same thing. All right. So the president made the pronouncement, very, ambitiously. And the students were favoring election, in fact, I must admit. But
So Patrick, you are missing us.
implementation,
Patrick, while you're in speech, let's make some correction. You say they are charging for credit hour down at the community college or the university now, right now. George Weah is not the president now. Under George Weah, nobody was paying school fees. So let me make that clear. You said now, yeah.
Before George Weah left office, and now, I call it Alexander Community College. I call it fees were being charged.
Patrick, that is not true. The evidence we have, that is not true. So I know you support the government, so you want to bring the Weah administration to be in a bad book. But even though you are telling us George Boakai is continuing George Weah policy, when it comes to education, for example. But then you're turning around and say people paying school fees at the same time. I mean, they're paying credit hour on a George Weah, which was not true. My kids are in Liberia. I never pay YF for any of them. I never pay school fee at a certain point when the president made that declaration. So I'm talking from practical experience. It saved me some money. So for Patrick to come here and can't get, but end your thoughts so I can come in.
Yeah. So to end my thoughts on this whole issue, look, President Weah did well. President Weah had passion for education, honestly, in her passion. It's a lot of the people in charge at the Liberia universities were the ones violating the policy. But to be told, at the SCC, at Grand Gide, at Tottenham University, at various community colleges and universities across the country, fees were being charged. And, people were paying fees. Not maximum money though, but fees were being paid. And I want to say categorically here, that education in Liberia, every government is trying their best to bring it to light, to bring the best out of it. But I think education still remains a very struggling, reality or a struggling sector in the country. But we can still hope that it improves in the future. But for now, it still remains a mess.
All right, Patrick, thank you. I don't think every government is doing that because Joseph Boakai is not doing his best. No. Joseph Boakai is doing horrible when it comes to education. I don't know where he is doing well, by the way. But Patrick, this is why your constitution said, for example, when it comes to education, that's the Constitution of Liberia in my hand. And let's read the portion. This Article 6 of the Liberian Constitution. If you want to just Google it or just add ChatGPT, it will pull it up for you. Article 6 of the Liberian Constitution. It says, the Republic shall, because of the vital role assigned to the individual citizen under this Constitution for the social, economic, and political well-being of Liberia, provide equal access to educational opportunities and facilities for all citizens to the extent of available resources. The last sentence, that's what I like. The last sentence says, emphasis shall be placed on the mass education of the Liberian people and the elimination of illiteracy. This is a key sentence in the Constitution of Liberia. Emphasis shall be placed on the mass education of the Liberian people and the elimination of illiteracy. Joseph Boakai policy is not geared in eliminating illiteracy. No. Joseph Boakai is only paying registration fees for children and the parents who are not working, because the economy, Joseph Boakai administration is not creating jobs for the Liberian people. So Joseph Boakai will say, you know what? I will pay a registration fee. We patriotor is just $5 United States dollars, $5. Now what the government can afford to pay, and the parents, and that's just elementary. It's not high school. It's not university. The rest of the people, they are on their own. And I was so sad, Patrick. When countries around the world are educating their people, Germany, France, Right now, Patrick can go to Germany, he can go to France, and you go to school free. All right? And we have our country under George Weah. Our people were getting at least bachelor degree free of charge, which I think is an excellent way to start. And Joseph Boakai came together with his crew, the Daria Dillon, those people. Oh, the government is not ready for that. Even though the guys, when they make the budget, they put millions of dollars in the budget. But when it comes to educating the people, the government is not prepared for that. Joseph Boakai is buying Lexuses, all these fancy cars for himself. But the only thing he can do is to give $5 to our people. And somebody will say, you know what? Let's keep the man in power. No, Joseph Boakai has been in power for over 40 years. And the best he can do for our people, for the people of Liberia, even though the Constitution says the people should be educated at the mass level. How do you provide mass education for the people? By giving registration fee? Is that how you educate the people? Whereas Ghana president declaring tertiary education free, the government pays for that. So, Patrick, this is what Joseph Boakai is doing while our people are struggling. Let me play this video for you. Let me play and listen to his education minister one more time. And I will play other videos for the viewers so you can see what Joseph Boakai is doing, suffering our people in the country.
If a child is in public school, in primary school, kindergarten 6th to 6th grade, when we say primary school, no school will be required, no students will be required to pay registration fees.
But with straight face, this woman is saying this. She's a doctor. Is that how she earned her doctorate degree? To come on media and with straight face and say, oh, carry your children to school. Job registration fee that what the government can afford. With straight face, and a mother, a parent is saying this. I would be ashamed to even make this kind of announcement to the public. No, I'm not going to make such announcement to the people. $5 or $2 for registration fee. And that's why the woman make it straight face. All right, let's go to a better thing. This is what we needed. One more time.
George Manneh of the Crown in the name of the Liberian people and the government, I therefore declare free tuition.
Patrick, this is patriotism. This is love for country right here. That's how you show love to your country, to your people. The people are struggling. That was a huge, massive relief for the children. See how excited they were. Now, let me play the other video. Now, why Joseph Boakai is only telling our people they will only pay for registration fees, this is what he's doing to the people. That he's saying, okay, I want to pay registration fee. Let's play the video.
Money unknown to everybody, and you start breaking our places down. And now you come in telling people say they should come and write their name because the people are going to ask someone yesterday. Let me out my three children. Let my daughter stay here. Let my son recalling me. My son is the right. He ain't too afraid. He's so frustrated. Look at I just too frustrated. I'm telling you. I pay my son's school for day one up to present. I expect to survive. My only point of surviving was a shop that you saw there yesterday. Then they broke that shop down. Here my horse, I couldn't even take anything from my horse.
Patrick, I mean, this is how the man is treating the Liberian people. Putting people on the street. But then he said the best my government can do is to give you registration fee. That's what Joseph Boakai putting the people, the mother and her children on the street. And the woman is telling us, my shop was broken down, my home, I didn't take anything from my home. And guess what? The policy that Joseph Boakai announced, or Minister of Education announced, the woman said, my son is in 12th grade. Guess what? From 7th grade upward in Liberia, you are not counted. The government does not care for you. So that woman's son that is in 12th grade, no assistance from the government. Okay? And these are things that George Weah was doing. And somebody will say, you know what? No, that bring rescue mission, the man that breaking people's houses down, making people homeless under the rescue administration. This is terrible for our country. It's a must that we replace the people. Listen to the one. Let's play this one. This is cruelty. Joseph Boakai is not providing housing for these people, but he's breaking their shelter down. They are homeless in their own land. But then he said, the best I can do, that $5 or $2 registration fee I can give you. Making people homeless. Patrick, how do you understand the word rescue? When you're rescuing somebody, is that what you do? You break their homes down? You make them homeless? How do they even go to school when they don't have shelter? How do they carry their children for the registration fee that you say you're paying for? Watch this other one, Patrick. Watch this.
This is Boakai $3 million plus mansion in rehab on the other way. You see the woman is wicked, right? Boakai is there destroying common people homes. But he's like 3 years. All we can see is Boakai mansions all around the place. What can Boakai show for the Liberian people that he have done? Only for us to see, we saw we got a $10 million mansion in Foya. Now we see his mansion taking shape in rehab.
But what kind of president treats his people like this? What kind of president treats his people like this?
Oh, this is what?
Huh? What kind of president does that? You're breaking the citizens' homes down. You're making them homeless, but you're building all these houses for yourself. Another $3 million project swapping for Joseph Boakai.
Can I ask you? Can I
Patrick, hold on. I'll bring you on. You'll come in, please. I'll bring you in. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't ask you. Okay. Did you see President Boakai in or your machine before breaking down houses? Please tell me. Yeah, your audience.
Patrick, I don't know what kind of question is that. Joseph Boakai is the one in charge of the country. All these things they are going on his watch. Joseph Boakai does not have to get in a yellow machine to do it himself. It is happening. People are being homeless, being made homeless on his watch, on his administration. And Patrick is telling me, because Joseph Boakai is not in the yellow machine, so it's not Joseph Boakai. No, that's Joseph Boakai, Patrick. He is in charge. Patrick, I work for the security sector here, right? When whatever goes on in that whole institution, the leader is in charge of that. I mean, you as officer, you will be reprimanded, but the leader is in charge. Joseph Boakai is in charge of the country. And this is what happening to our people on his watch. And Patrick is asking me that Joseph Boakai driving machine? No, he's not the one driving the machine, but this is what going on his watch. And we are not seeing any intervention from his administration to help those people. All right? Let me play the next video, Patrick, and keep other questions. All right, now, while Joseph Boakai is breaking people's homes down, the person just mentioned, Jenna, this is Joseph Boakai doing this for himself. He's the best person now.
Okay. Yeah.
Patrick, this is Joseph Boakai compound in Foya. All right. I just caught the video, but he actually went there to view his project to see how it's coming on well. Even though he lied to us that it was being built by the Manneh River Union, it was Manneh River Union Peace Center, Peace Building Center. All right. Even though Liberia right now has been captured by Guinea. I don't know why Joseph Boakai is not taking Guinea there right now to go make peace. No, he's not taking people to the peace center that he's building. All right. But this man is making our people homeless, but he's building all these different homes for himself. He lied to us. Patrick, hopefully my video is okay. My audio is coming up. Let me test it over here.
It is good.
My audio?
The audio is good. Your audio is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try to make sure. Because I'm playing from my other device, it's not coming on. Okay, it's good. All right. So, Patrick, this is horrible for our country. This Pape in our Liberian English, it's not there to rescue us. The man is just there to line his own pockets. He's lining his own pockets. See what the man is doing. Let me play the other video so you can see what is going on in your country. That you're pressing the old man.
One, two, 1, 2.
I got my leg from government. Government gave me paper. They gave me the president signed my deed. Then they got to break down my house. For what reason? For what reason? We all are citizens in the country. And I pay taxes to government. The government can come and break down my house.
Yes, the coffee. There's the coffee.
Yes, the coffee. I got my key.
Yes, gentlemen. There's a coffee. Yes, I don't forget that every kind of community. From the proper quote, some are job. Yeah. You take an example, we say an example, houses that. No, the coffee,
But even people that have paper for their homes, Joseph Boakai administration, they are making people homeless. Think about it, Patrick. See that old man, he's showing his property document to the media. Joseph Boakai indiscriminately, they're breaking people's homes down. And listen to the other man. Let me play the video for you, Patrick.
That is in clearly defined alleyways. And the government want to use those places to open it to gain access to the people and the public for safety and development, break it down. Any structure that is in clearly defined alleyways and the government want to use those places to open it to gain access to the people and the public for safety and development, break it down. That is.
Patrick, imagine Darius Delan of all people, a hungry man yesterday, that the Liberian people they made senator, has now joined Joseph Boakai and said that you break the people homes down. Yeah, they're in the alleyway anyway. The government wants to get to the people, even though the government is making the people homeless. He said the government wants to get to the people. You see, that's how our leaders are. Once they get the power, they don't give a damn about the people anymore. You know, these were the people that the Darius Delan, these people, they were all over the place and bashing George Weah as the boogeyman. And now they are on radio and saying, you break the people homes down. They're in an alleyway. But he doesn't have any issue with Joseph Boakai building his own mansions all over the place. No, using the Liberian people money. Darius Delan has not criticized that. He has not said anything, but they should break the people home down. These are the people that are supporting Joseph Boakai. And that's what some of us. I didn't support George Weah the first term, but what I'm doing, I have compared and contrasted, Patrick, the policy of the two administrations. Joseph Boakai going to 3 years now, so I was like, okay, let's see his policy. But comparing the two administrations' policy, Patrick, I prefer George Weah. Yes, because Boakai is not helping our people. He's harming the people of Liberia. That's what he's doing. He's harming our people. So, Patrick, let me give you the opportunity to give your last thought on this.
Yeah, so then it brings me back. It brings me back to the Liberian problem. All right? Look, all that George Weah sacrificed, all that he did, all that he was focused on, providing free education to all Liberians indiscriminately. I mean, paving roads, building infrastructure, putting military hospital, building the Emirates Hospital in Bapolo, tightening security all over the place. George Weah was doing that, and Liberian people made all those mendacious claims against him. putting calling for sanctions against his officials and breaking him down, disrupting his government as how they call it?
Buga dancer.
It's a word. It's a word they always use. I'll get a word. Look, yeah. I'll get a word. Yeah, I'll get a word. You know, all these negative things. Everything George Weah did was made bad. So they changed him. The same mentality now is following. Liberians are gearing up again. In adversity. To the reality. To say, okay, the same thing we do to Boakai, we are coming to do to George Weah, the Van Boakai's turn. And we got to stop this, honestly. We got to stop this. The Liberian people, they celebrated Thomas as an answer to the presidency, but alas, they betray him and they kill him in cold blood for rights. When Doe took over, they celebrated. They said, oh yes, they were born earlier. And they were all in the streets celebrating Samuel Doe. All right? In less than 5 years, it's like called the Doe monkey, should step down. Now they say, when you kill my man, you kill my pa, you rape my man, you rape my sister, I will vote for you. They brought Taylor, a dictator, a warlord, he pours him on the people of Liberia, and what happens? In less than 4 years, they launched another incursion against him. So that, all right, stressing, Pape, go with your BB lies. Then they say, okay. Then they went in 2005. Ellen sponsored Taylor. Ellen and her likes, they sponsored the war against Liberian people, but Liberian people still went ahead. A woman-sponsored civil war. I call it raising money for Charles Taylor. Send Charles Taylor Libya. Send him Paris. Send him all over the place. All right? To wage a war against the country. And he did. Liberian people, they knew the truth. They saw the truth. 2005, what happened? The people looked at patriots in the race. They looked at people who care for the country in the race, who sacrificed for the country in the race, and they chose her. They chose her and gave her 12 solid years. 12 solid years. And what happened? They brought George Weah too right after her. And in less than 5 years, they tried to bring down George Weah. Like the heavens. All right, in the wall of Jericho. Now they chose Waka, but George Weah. And the same thing is continuing now. And Madison sits right here and talks to the president as destroying people's homes, as building mansions for himself, and doing this, doing that. And then he now puts himself in campaign mood to bring Boakai down to and bring Weah back. Are we serious? Are we killed in this country? When do we get a thing straight? No, we must now change our way. Boakai is doing his best for the country. All right, we are not going back to Egypt. But God, what's wrong with Israelis? Look, the Boakai came to rescue Moses has confronted the Pharaoh, and Pharaoh has let the people go, and the people are now across the Red Sea, and you are saying, Moses is saying, I will make sure I take you to the promised land. And somebody on the side of Moses, one Joshua is saying, that no, you must go back. You must go back to Egypt because it is good to be in slavery. And that to be in freedom. No, we are not going back to Egypt. We have already crossed the Red Sea and we are heading to the promised land. Liberia must be rescued. And President Boakai is on path with a rescue mission. All right? Look, development campaign. You enjoy a beautiful country, Madison. You lack nothing. All right? Everything there is available to you. You know the reason why it happened? If they come on a silver platter, all those things you enjoy today, they came with pains. They came with suffering. They came with rejection. They came with criticism. But at least the people have it. You guys have it now. It's the same thing. Let people cry because development comes to crying. Let people have a president. There's a right constitutionally, but the president is focused, making sure that the rescue of Liberia is not compromised. And we are not going back to Egypt. We are not going back to sit with Pharaoh and
Patrick, well said. Well said.
We are not going back to Egypt. Manneh, please drown us, drown us into the promised land. Please take what I bear it now. Please, I beg you in the name of Jehovah God. Let's go to the promised land.
Patrick, let's view the promised land that we are in a little bit from the person who is in charge of the promised land.
They are appealing to the government now to reconsider them, but because
reconsider who?
The occupants. The occupants.
The army is entitled to the decent livelihood that they have placed. God is not making new land. That place is the army. Okay. And the army is going there to take it back.
Okay.
So thank you so much.
Okay. Joseph Boakai is flagrantly in support of the demolition of the homes of the Liberian people. So he gave in, I can't remember the philosopher, but one philosopher said, God is not making land anymore, so get one as you can, Joseph Boakai, the military, our people that have been suffering for years, Patrick is saying our people, Joseph Boakai, is okay for them to put our people on to suffer, to cry, and to suffer the pains that what Patrick just said. So Joseph Boakai is saying, you know what? Yes, the general said, you know what? The people are crying. What the government will do? Basically, Joseph Boakai is saying we are not going to do anything. They can demolish the people's homes. They can make them homeless. The best we can do is to give them $2 school fee or registration fee. That's all we can do for the people. This man is heartless. Meanwhile, why Joseph Boakai is doing this? This is what happened to the people.
One, two.
I got my leg from government. Government gave me paper. They gave me the president signed my deed. Then they got to break down my house. For everything.
That's old man. I'm not surprised that Joseph Boakai administration is doing this because the man served on Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, like Patrick just pointed out, that sponsored Charles Taylor to demolish the country because Joseph Boakai was so happy to serve on a rebel leader, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, and they demolished the whole country. So this is child's play. The people have their document for their land, they got their papers, but Joseph Boakai was send his security on Gregory Coleman, and they would demolish people's homes without even asking whether you have your paper or not. No, that is not important. No, it's not. What is important is for Joseph Boakai to get his homes.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Joseph Boakai can get his mansion, that is good. The Liberia people can suffer. They can die. Joseph Boakai does not care.
This is Boakai $3 million plus mansion in rehab on the alleyway. You see the woman is wicked, right? Boakai is there destroying common people homes, But he's like 3 years. All we can see is Boakai mansions all around the place. What can Boakai show for the Liberian people that he have done? Only for us to see, we saw we got a $10 million mansion in Foya. Now we see his mansion taking shape in rehab. Whoa, this is Boakai.
So that's it. Even though his supporter, Dario DeLong, there's the other video where the woman said the man's building his house in the alleyway, right? In rehab. But then his supporter is saying this.
That is in clearly defined alleyways. And the government want to use those places to open it to gain access to the people and the public for safety and development. Break it down.
Okay. When Joseph Boakai is building his houses in the alleyway, the law is okay with that. But when the people do it, then the law says break the people homes down. You see, that's power play here. It's about who has power, who has authority. Okay. So, Patrick, the reason you say, oh, the Liberian people, they brought, they sang, you kill my pa, you kill my ma, or vote for you. They brought Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, they brought Charles Taylor, they brought Joseph Boakai. The reason, Patrick, is because the people are illiterate, right? So George Weah was trying to eliminate, because that's what the Constitution said. Article 6 of the Liberian Constitution. Patrick, I will read that provision again to the listeners so they can hear. That's what George Weah was trying to do. But then when you educate the people, then people that Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, Joseph Boakai, they will have no weapon anymore. All right? So they say, you know what? Let's bring people like DeLong and different political characters so we can run propaganda against George Weah so that he cannot educate the people. All right? So the Constitution says, Article 6 of the Constitution, the Republic shall, because of the vital role assigned to the individual citizen under this Constitution for the social, economic, and political well-being of Liberia, provide equal access to educational opportunities, all right, and facilities for all citizens to the extent of available resources. Crucial line coming now. Emphasis shall be placed on the mass education of the Liberian people and the elimination of illiteracy. Patrick, George Weah was trying to eliminate illiteracy in the country. But when you do that, you take away the weapon, because that's what Charles Taylor, the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, those people then they use. And that's why when they kill their parents, they kill their father and mother, the people get in the street, they sing for them, you kill my pa, you kill my ma, I will vote for you, because the people are illiterate. When you educate the people, the minimum, if you have, the county I work right now, Patrick, in Ohio, right? It has the highest literacy rate. I mean, 90%, I think at the last time, 99% of the people in that, it's called Delaware County. 99% of the people, they have minimum of bachelor degree. It's the most educated county in Ohio. Okay? Why is that so? Because the people provide education to the people. So you want to tell me, if you have minimum of the Liberian people, they have minimum of bachelor degree. Do you think they're going to get on the street and say, you kill my pa, you kill my ma, I'll vote for you? Highly unlikely to do that. All right? But Joseph Boakai then say, you know what? We'll keep the people ignorant. We'll just pay elementary school registration fees. That what we can do is that cannot get rid of illiteracy in the country. No. So they do that so that they can keep the people. The people will be in the feces water, the poo water, and say, you know what? We'll bring the papier. And they brought the papier now making the people homeless and building mansions for himself all over the place. So, Patrick, I think, again, George Weah did some wrong thing. Definitely, I agree with anybody. Certain things went on his watch. But overall, when you look at the policy of the brother, if George Weah has stayed there for 12 years like Ellen did, there will be a lot of our children getting bachelor degrees, which will be good for our country. But right now, what kind of degree will get on Joseph Boakai? The man who after, what you call it, registration fee for elementary school. That's it. You don't get nothing else. That's why you're going to compete with around the world. Just pay registration fee, Patrick. What country can you compete with? What paying registration fee for elementary student? What can they produce? What innovation can they engender at that level? So the men did not give quality primary education or universal from primary to pre-K to all the way to 12th grade. He did not even do that. The man wanted to say elementary. And somebody with doctorate degree, he found educational minister coming public to make such an announcement to the public. And she is elated. She's happy about such. Get your children out to school. No, I was like, what is that woman talking about? But again, they feel our people are not educated, so they can just get on radio and say anything to them, because they don't want to educate them. They don't want the people to challenge them. So they can do anything, get on radio and just say anything, post some kind of frivolous, unimportant policy in place. And the people, I was listening to the general in studio there. Wow. As though that's a good thing the people are doing. No. Joseph Boakai, 10 million marshal in 4 years alone can sponsor the children for several years, But no, they can't do that. But Patrick, it has been a good show. Let me give you the opportunity to close, but we are here. Again, I told the Liberian people when Joseph Boakai was running, I say, the past is the key to the present. Their papa served the country for over 40 years, and he does not have one kitchen in Lofa County, one kitchen in Foya. And you want to bring the man back? You want to make, after 12 years serving as vice president, nothing in Lofa County. And your brother, man, you want to make him president when he is old and feeble and senile. That's when you want to do something for you. And George Weah was changing the country, building, like Patrick indicated, building the roads, building free housing for our people, building parks around the country, giving free education to our people. What can you do? What president can you get to do that? And you say you want to change that person? That's the best you can get. When a man is building a roads and building free housing for the people, building recreational parks for the people, building market building for the people, building hospital around the country, and you say you don't want the man. You brought Joseph Boakai now, and Joseph Boakai is breaking your homes down. Patrick, another video I saw, the man was actually, even from homes to the marketplace, they're breaking people market down. How does he want the people to survive? But anyway, Patrick said, they have to inflict pain on the people. They got to inflict suffering on the people. That's what Patrick said. So that's what they are doing. Patrick, it's sad for you guys to support such philosophy. It's bad. Okay. But Patrick, get your closing thought. Let's call it your day.
Yeah, so God doesn't make mistake. If the same way the Liberian people treated George Weah is the same way they want to treat President Boakai, we don't have a problem with that. And that's why God gave us a perfect, a suitable, and excellent third option. So we don't have to go back to George Weah. Even if President Boakai is not succeeding. And so we have a perfect, excellent, and suitable third option, outside of Boakai and George Weah. So from what you are saying now, since we know that George Weah failed, you are now telling us also to that.
No, George Weah did not fail.
Okay, all right. Then Liberian people change George Weah, and now you also want us to change President Boakai too. Then let's forget about the two of them. God has given us a perfect, excellent, suitable, divine third option. And this third option is an opportunity for us to right all our wrongs in this country. And graciously, gratefully, we have had God, our own senator, our own son of the soil, a patriot, a people-centered leader, the one who cares for all Liberians indiscriminately, a non-tribalist, all right? Somebody who doesn't even know what they call discrimination.
Who is that, Pastor?
Senator Creighton Omen Duncan. Senator Creighton Omen Duncan, can best replace the two persons that you people say they are not good for Liberia. If the people change George Weah and they believe that also President Boakai isn't doing the best thing that they expect of him, then of course, God himself is not speaking to the people of Liberia. Okay, you know what? Leave Weah alone. Leave Boakai alone. Quit on old man Duncan, Senator of Sinoe County, the DF to what? To redeem you, to right your wrongs, to get your country back to you. I mean, yes, and of course, that all Liberians need to restore your economy back to you. That nobody will ever go be paid for the 8 cents per hour in this country anymore, or $5 per day in this country. I mean, so that I can give you a living wage. So Senator Donkey is here. So you can join us now. You can join us now. You can join us now. Our movement, our movement to make sure that we don't go back to Egypt. And but at the same time, we don't get stuck in the wilderness. We must reach a promised land. And Senator Duncan is here, is ready, is available. I mean, has made himself available, as a suitable, perfect, excellent care option. Approved by God himself. All right? Divinely approved by God.
Patrick, that is interesting. Your goals, let's listen to your goals saying a little bit.
Economic life in Sinoe County. Which part of the district are ready? What is your economic activities if I want to move to Sinoe?
Basically, the county is a dead county, totally dead, no life. People are just pretending to live. The so-called logging companies that are into the county are exploiting the forests. Our county, since I became representative, the county have never received a dime from any.
So, Patrick, that is your godsend. All right, that is your godsend. One more video.
Yeah. Many times,
yeah, of course.
Think that we are so corrupt. We're eating all your money, so that's why your life is not changing. I want to agree with you partially, but only 20% of the stealing that everybody's stealing is responsible for you to be poor. 80% of the reason you are poor is not the corruption that you're talking about every day. It's only 20%. 80% of the reason that you're suffering, that you can't change the place you live in. Your community can't change. The same what us you in, the same us, the same.
So, Patrick, that is your godsend, okay? Yeah. The man who has 20% of stealing in the country, that he, from his own mouth, 20% of stealing from. Patrick, hold on. You spoke for a second. I'll bring you by if you want to. But you see, one of the most, for some reason, Patrick, the Liberian man's psyche is strange. This is akin to saying, you kill my pa, you kill my ma, I will vote for you. That's why it is. This man, you elected him as a representative for 6 years. And the man got on radio and he said, you know what? For the 6 years I was a representative, dime did not go to Sinoe County. The place I was serving as a representative, dime did not go there. Okay? The people are suffering, no economic activity. On my watch. And the man turns around and says, you know what, Patrick? The stealing that going on in the country, I will admit, we, the political leaders, our President Duncan, I get 20% of the stealing in the country. And then we get 80% of the rest to foreigners. And Patrick is telling me, this is the godsend. Patrick, if this is the godsend you get for Liberia, then you and that President Duncan and that God, they should go to hell if hell exists. Because the two of them got to be in hell. Because when the God can send that God to us, and He is telling us that, you know what, I stole from you. I'm stealing 20%. Patrick, when you're stealing 20% of the people's resources, that is a lot of money. It's a huge money that you are stealing. 20% is not small. It's not 1. It's not 2. It's not 3. It's not 4. It's not 5. It's not 6. It's not 7. Patrick, 20%. President Duncan boldly telling you that. That's what they're doing to the Liberian people. And Patrick said, this is the man God sent. President Duncan and God, they are evil people. I don't want such a God to be around me that will send Creator Donkey to us. If you go on the internet right now, the man record is a mess. Creator Donkey, when you are running for sending the other day, say sending 300 children to America. Patrick was celebrating here. Now a single person has come to America. All right. This man is a pathological liar. This man looted from the final ministry. I mean, right now, Mel Jones that nurture him, he can't talk to Mel Jones. He was beyond Milton TJ. He can't talk to Milton TJ anymore. This man is a crook. Creator Donkey is undercoming. You know, he's a American Liberian man whose goal is to loot from the Liberian people, especially the indigenous people, because they consider the indigenous people to be dumb people. So they are coming, they will tell us that, yeah, we're stealing, but yeah, I want to be your leader. I mean, what is wrong with these people? And Patrick will be, bold on the internet, on the global stage, and he say, you know what, that man is God sent. No, it's devil sent. As a matter of fact, I think about devil. I mean, if you look at, if Patrick using the word devil in the context of the Bible, the devil in the Bible is not a bad figure. God is the God in the Bible is the most wicked character ever. Because all the atrocity committed in the Bible is God that giving people instruction to commit all the atrocities in the Bible, including the 10 children of Job that Satan killed. God was the one that gives Job Satan instruction to kill Job's children and take all his property away. You know? So the God that sent Creator Donkey Patrick, that God is not good for Sinoe, it's not good for Liberia. We cannot listen to such a God because Creator Donkey is not good for Liberia. He's not good for Sinoe County. He telling the man himself told us from his own mouth, when I was a representative, dime did not go to Sinoe County. The logging company, they can go there, take all the laws. They didn't build one road in Sinoe County. They can do all of those things, Patrick. I'm glad that nobody want to vote for Creator Donkey this time around. If the Liberian people, they want to do such a thing, it will be very weird. But I'm confident on this one. Creator Donkey is just fooling himself that he wants to be president, or he trying to create the popularity when George Weah leaves, he will be popular so that he will try. That what they do, they try their best, they can't wait, they know that they will not make it, but you know what, I had to put myself up front there. I have stored enough money from the people because I taken 20% so I can use that money, to run campaign. So that's what's going on. So Patrick, let's call it a day, man. It's a good show.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I want to say thanks to all those who took the time to follow this afternoon. We are grateful for your following. And please go to Madison's page, all right, the Facebook page as well as YouTube. Make sure that you follow him so that every time we come on the air, every time we come on the air, you'll be notified instantly. And, so please go and follow Madison's page on Facebook, and you can follow the YouTube as well as subscribe to the YouTube channel. Okay, all of these are part of your own support to the program and to the platform to sustain it. It will grow. It will beyond expectations. I want to say to the USAA, I'm wishing you well as you embark on your convention. This is it all kicks off this week, beginning Wednesday or Thursday. You'll be in Minnesota to celebrate and raise money for the clinic project in Liberia. So, well, I'm wishing you all the best, and thanks to all those who have already put in their position, and successfully made their obligations. We'll say thank you. Start booking for your hotel, your flights, gas in your vehicles, everything that is necessary for the convention. Start doing everything and make yourself available. So I want to say again, belated happy birthday to our co-host and our CEO, Humanitarian, a woman with a heart of gold. Untitled Sinoe, I want to say congratulations on your birthday celebration as well as the anniversary. As you call it, on August 6th, 2026. I honor you on this, for everything you have achieved so far. Yeah, thank God for you. Manneh, all right, wife of Minister Ojibwe Nyimpan, as you celebrate today, I want to say happy birthday to you, and wishing you many more years to come. And and I just want to say again, thanks to everybody. Who has always been in touch. We'll be back next Saturday. At the time of the convention, I'm sure it'll be the time of the convention. The last day of the convention will be here again to talk more. To talk more about the convention, the ongoing activities there, and everything in Liberia as a whole. And it's Patrick Bodo. You can reach out if you want to come on the show, or reach out to Madison, Shelley, or Perkins, and any of our team members. Thank you for always following us, and thank you for taking your time out to always be with us here.
All right, Patrick, thank you, guys. So I want to say thank you for joining us again. Another episode. We'll be back next Saturday. Please, again, subscribe to our YouTube page, like Patrick rightly emphasized. Voice of Sinoe in the diaspora. Our target right now is 500 subscribers. Right now we got 400 and something. We want to hit 500. Please, just subscribe to our YouTube page, and we really do appreciate that. That's how you can support us. Yeah, see you in Minnesota next week. I will be there live. We are getting all our equipment together here. I will be there from start to end. I will give you the coverage. And also some videos, you will not see them because I'll put them on the YouTube page, and that's why it's important for you to subscribe to the YouTube page. So I will do some live here and there, but some the classic video, all the best speeches and stuff like that, all the good dancing and stuff. Some of the video I can kind of tweak it a little bit, use it, and put it on the YouTube page. So follow us. I want to say thank you so much. And Patrick, I will see you next week, and I will hit you up after we get off the show. But enjoy the rest of the day. And we don't want that godsend, Krypton Dunking. And we are trying to replace Joseph Boakai, who is building houses for himself and making our people homeless, we are giving you a free education. And Joseph Boakai say, I'll give you a registration fee, $2. Come on, man. Let's get serious around here. Let's bring back. Yeah. I will wear the red baron. The star will be increasing. I get 3 red now. Next time it will go up, because we're bringing George Weah to be the 5 star. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, man. It's been wonderful being able with you always. I'm learning, and every day I'm improving. I just appreciate everything, bro. Thank you.
All right, boss. I'll see you next time. All right, guys. This is how we're bringing the curtain down for the day. I want to say thank you for joining us today. Your many comments. I think I went through your comments earlier. Yeah, nothing new here. The government is confused. Yes. See, what they saying about Patrick government is confused. The man in Liberia, government is confused. Yeah, that's what's going on, guys. But guys, I want to say thank you, and we shall see you next week. Yeah, let me see my party music. What do I play here? Yes, let's do our man Claudio Manneh. The man tried to replace Sonny Boy Noah. Yeah, next time we'll be profiling the lawmakers of Sinoe County. All right, guys, bringing the curtain down. Thank you for joining us today.
bani o, amuwa. Erawa bani o, amuwa. Tina bani o, amuwa o, ino de bani o. Mwana o jute do anyawo. Ni semu bana di mo, tina bani. Semu bamo o, tina bani. Bakwa du ma bene. Bakwa di manare nya tina bani. Eje ni amuwa o, ino de bani o. Kabo pani amuwa, tabe baka mowe, pani amuwa. Elila pani we, pani amuwa.